Hello, my name is Derek, and in this video I'm going to be sharing with you how to delegate effectively in your construction business. As contractors, as business owners, delegating is a must in order to grow your team, grow your business, and be able to scale without taking up all your time and driving yourself crazy. So first off, before I get into the training, we want to talk about reasons that you are not delegating or not delegating effectively. So often business owners are too busy to delegate. So this is a common problem. You're already got 100 million things to do. You're overworked, you're overwhelmed, and you can't think about starting to delegate and hire people and train them and all this kind of stuff. So this is a fallacy. This is something you need to get over, and we'll be going through that in the training, as well as you can do a better job. So this is another one. This is the second one that comes up is you can do it better. You're the business owner, you're the expert. You need to step aside and realize that it's not about doing it the best or having someone do it better than you. If they can get to 80%, if they can get close to what you can do, it's about saving you time. It's about not doing the job better than you can. As long as they're effective and competent, you need to be delegating it to them. And then the last problem that can come up is your ego. So you're too controlling, or maybe you've had a bad experience where you've hired someone, you've tried to delegate, and you had to micromanage them. You're constantly looking, to see what they're doing. You weren't able to give them full control and, build them up as a person that can do that. So make sure your ego's not getting in the way, and that you're able to pass off responsibility, pass off ownership of these different, parts and tasks of your business. So we're going to get into, first off, before you start figuring out, what to delegate or how to delegate, you need to ask yourself 3 different questions about all the different things that you're doing right now. First one, do you like to do it, or don't you like to do it? So let's say you're bookkeeping is a common one, probably one of the first things that you're generally going to hire someone for. Maybe it could be a labor position. So do you enjoy the work or don't you enjoy it? So that you can give yourself a point or not a point for that. Are you good at it or are you not good at it? So that's another one. As well as the third question is it a low skill task or a high skill task? So generally, if you're doing something, let's say, like cleaning up, right? Well, when you're the only person in your business, yes, you will have to clean up. But that is something that you should delegate because it's a low skill. Even if you enjoy doing it and you're good at it, it's a low skill and something you can easily have someone else do so that you can focus on higher level activities. And so determine what the low skill activities are and the ones that you don't enjoy doing. And those will be the first ones that you want to start delegating. And this would be a good kind of litmus test to see if you should be delegating certain activities and what order you should be delegating them in. So once you've done that, next you want to figure out, okay, this is like something I want to delegate. Let's say you're bookkeeping. Write out the steps or write out what someone should know or what you want them to be responsible for, and then create an SOP for it. So a standard operating procedure. So that's the next step. After you've done something, you're highly capable at it, or you know what goes into it or what kind of outcome is needed. Create an SOP, not something, elaborate, but something like 5, maybe 7 steps of how to do something, why you're doing it, and what the KPIs are, or what the outcome, what success looks like for that position. So very important to not just know the process, but also know what it looks like when someone's doing it effectively. And then this is the third step in, creating the document, the SOP, to be able to delegate is create a management and monitoring system. So how to communicate, how to monitor, how to manage that new person. Often where there's a disconnect is you've hired someone, you put them in a position, but you have no clear direction for them, and you don't have a good way to manage and monitor them to see if they're being effective, to make sure that they're being supported, that they're being trained properly. So there's a whole lot else that goes into it besides just telling someone how to do something or hiring someone with experience and putting them in a position. So once you have that in place, you have the system, you've created that space for someone to delegate to. Now you need to find that ideal person. So I call it the ideal employee. So you want to create an ideal employee avatar. So you're going to be asking questions. What kind of person would best fit this? How much experience do they have? What kind of background might they have? What kind of personality? What do they bring to the table? What are their goals? What are the benefits of this position for them? So get clear on who is a good candidate for this position. And then you want to hire that specific person. So getting the right person is a big part of this. If you're delegating a task to someone that's not the right person, that doesn't fit well, or that the job doesn't fit well, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're setting them up for failure. So you can also hire part-time. You don't need to, have a full-time position in order to delegate it. Maybe it's just 5 hours or 10 hours per week, depending on what it is. So maybe it's like a marketing. You need someone to handle some marketing. You don't need a full-time marketer, especially if you're a small business. You might just need someone who can post and control, some marketing materials and things for maybe 5 hours a week or whatever. So hire the right person and set them up and make sure that they know what is involved in the project. And the last one for finding the right person and making sure that they fit is train and give them ownership. So next is you want to use your system for training. Make sure that they're trained, that they have what they need, and give them ownership. Tell them this is your position. This is what you're responsible for. This is how I'm going to be able to manage and track kind of what you're doing. If you need support, ask me, and make sure that they know that this is their responsibility. They need to take ownership, but you're there to support and guide them and lead them as the leader of your business, as the owner. So as well as ask for feedback. So especially if this is a new position and you're delegating it, there's going to be some friction. There's going to be some things that come up, and every person is different. So make sure you're getting their feedback of how this process can be improved, maybe how they're feeling about the position, how you can better support them. So make sure to get their feedback and be open to their ideas. They may have some really great ideas that can help you and help them in the position. So and remember, everyone makes mistakes. It's a new position. It's a new delegating. You are, taking a chance on them a little bit. You're doing something new by delegating it. They're in a new position. So there's going to be mistakes. There's going to be some friction. There's going to be some patience needed on your part for them to really take ownership and really excel at that position. So you've probably made mistakes. I've made huge mistakes in the past. I can think of a whole bunch of mistakes when I was starting out in construction, especially, as a new laborer. You're not used to anything. So people have patience with you. Make sure that you're having patience and building up your employees. That's your job, is being the leader, building people up and creating a system that can help them be successful in whatever position you're delegating to. So if you want more help with this, if you want specific like SOPs, if you want specific training, I have a free training. It's in the description. Click on the link, get signed up, how to systematize your business, how to create a business that runs without you. So great information there. It's a quick course that'll give you a nice overview, as well as some benefits of how to put more money in your pocket and more time on your calendar. So as well as you can connect with our Facebook community of contractors, all helping each other get our businesses to the next level. So all the best with your delegating. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Connect in the description to the links. Got lots of resources for you. Take care. Stay awesome.